Hi, this is Brian Forster and welcome to Lake Titicaca. We are presently at Puno on the northern end of the lake in Peru, and we're about to get on a boat for a ride to what are called the Uros floating islands. Now the Uros are a people quite different from the Quechua and Aymara people that live in the area now. The Quechua go back possibly 2,000 years, as do the Aymara, but the Uro, whose actual origins are unknown, have been living on these floating islands for at least 3,000 years. Their origin is unknown, but some stories say that they came from the Amazon jungle area, though that is unknown. Supposedly their blood type is quite different than most human beings, and so their origins are quite intriguing. Now what you see are totora reeds on the left and right hand side. Totora is native to Lake Titicaca, as well as the coast of Peru, and also Easter Island, quite curiously. The burning that you see in the background is actually a massive totora fire that was probably set accidentally. Now these islands are quite easy to get to from Puno. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to get there, and right now we're coming up to an actual checkpoint where a toll is paid in order to visit these fascinating islands. The islands are indeed floating. They're made out of totora reed, which is cut from a distant area, and the large chunks are floated by boat. There you see a double-hull totora floating boat that could carry a sail. And now we're approaching one of the 80-something floating islands, and we're going to get off and walk around. Each one of these floating islands is an extended family. In the case of this one, 6 families live on the island, and because they live on a floating island, they pay no tax, as in income tax. Quite a few of them have day jobs in the city of Puno or elsewhere, but they're trying quite hard through tourism to be able to protect their culture. So here we are. It's a little bit spongy when you walk around on the island, but I think they average about a meter thick or more, and they simply keep adding more of the totora reed onto the top in order to build it up, because they do start to sink, and each floating island lasts an average of 20 to 25 years. Of course, a few years before the island actually does sink, they do start making another island. So here you see almost everything is made out of the totora reed, including the houses. We saw an umbrella back there, and each one of these little buildings is for a specific use. One would be a bathroom, another would be a kitchen, another would be sleeping quarters. There you see a map of Lake Titicaca, and this is an explanation by a tour guide as to what we're seeing. And now she's introducing us to the mayor of the island. Yes, a mayor of 6 families. Each island has a mayor, and they have regular meetings in order to discuss the affairs of state. We're now seeing the local fish that exists and is the staple diet of the people. Also, millions of rainbow trout grow on the island. And here we see the process by which the totora is cut in order to move it. And again, as the islands begin to sink, very slowly, then more and more of the very fibrous and hollow totora is put on top. It's not really hollow, but it has cells that keep the water out over an extended period of time. And here's an overview of the 80-something floating islands of the Uro people. So these are upcoming tours for 2017. Egypt in March, Then we Megalithic Odyssey Symposium in May. Ireland and Scotland in May. Again, after that is the symposium in London. And then our Inca tour in June, as well as Elongated Skulls of Peru and Bolivia in August. And some interesting books you may be interested in: Lost Ancient Technology of Egypt, Lost Ancient Technology of Peru and Bolivia, Machu Picchu Virtual Guide, Aftershock, the Ancient Cataclysm that Erased Human History, and the Elongated Skulls of Peru and Bolivia. Thank you.